Hi, this is Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com, specializing in sales, service, and custom designs for residential and commercial outdoor patio heating. Please consider hitting that like button if you find this video helpful. It helps others find our channel. Thank you very much. All right, so here we have a residential application. And this residential application, this whole deck cover or patio cover is aluminum. And you can see it's got a louvered system here. So this louver opens and closes based on the type of shading they want and weather protection. So we need to be aware of the movement of that louver. And I do have it just set up above the top of the beams coming across here. So, and then we have some trusses going across this direction, which I think is part of the mechanism. I'm not quite sure, but in any case, we need to be aware of that. If these do move, then we need to reconsider this whole drawing, but I believe these are permanent, and then there's some kind of mechanism inside that actually allows it to function. So something I'll have to figure out down the road. In any case, we do have these large fans. These large fans are 99 inches in diameter. The customer had mentioned that there's a 6-inch drop, but I didn't get the full dimension of the fan itself. So let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions that I have here. So the dimensions I have here for the fan blade itself is a drop from the bottom edge of the truss here to just 12 inches, we'll call it. And you can see here too, we have a 30-inch draw. This is the floor plan here that we got, and you can see here we have a 30-foot span here, and then we have a 22-foot span this direction here, and that's the outside edge to the outside edge. The posts I have here are approximately 20 feet 5 inches. That's outside edge to outside edge, and you can see I've tried to place these fans so that they are within the same location of where they indicated on the floor plan here. I also placed this barbecue section here. There was a photo that I had received that shows some plumbing coming up through the concrete here, so I'm assuming that this is the area for the barbecue island setup. And let's see if there's anything else. And I think that, one other thing is on this plan here, you can see that the trusses go across right around here and here, but I thought I saw maybe another one of these double beams coming across here somewhere, so that's something else that we have to clarify. All right, anyways, let's turn that off right now. There's two different options we have. So one option would be utilizing the CD 4024 4000 watt 240 volt heaters, dual elements. They're the shorter units. This allows me to get a longer coverage and also work around this fan a little bit. And what I've done here is I've moved this heater just 18 inches away from this edge here. Now you can go closer because it is, again, a non-combustible item. But it is aluminum, and I don't know how the aluminum will be affected based off of the impeding of a heat ray into this post itself. So I want to kind of keep it still within the manufacturer's recommendation, even though it's not a combustible item. So I did 18 inches from here to here, and then 18 inches from here to here, and then I put another center heater just between the two. So that's how I worked that. Now you might notice that the heaters are not attached on both sides. That's because the trusses that go across here are at a 4-inch difference from this height here to this height over here. And if I did or didn't mention that, we're looking at roughly about this 9 foot 1 5/16, 9 foot 5 5/16 on the height. That could be a little bit off, but the 4-inch change up here is what's the critical part right now. So you're gonna have to somehow lengthen, so you can take this bracket here, move it up, whoops, sorry about that, move it up to fill in this gap, and then take a piece of steel that would fill in the void right there, put a hole there, and match it all up, and just screw it together so you can have a longer bracket over here. Now you won't notice that, but you can't see it from really down here, and that's the angle you're going to be looking from for the most part. So anyways, that will have to happen on all units. I have a total of 6 units here. I removed, well, I put 2 over here because of the fact that we have a post coming up here in the middle. And so I believe this post is part of the residence, and there's probably part of this is wood. So that's something to be concerned about. And I think that's about it. You can see with the clearances to combustibles, we are meeting all clearances to combustibles, including that one post back here, and then also, you know, with clearances around the fan blades, that's not an issue whatsoever as well. So we'll turn that off and go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. So the footprint of heat, now these are infrared heaters. They put out infrared light waves. This is like a light coming down. Now you won't see it because it's infrared. It's invisible to the human eye. However, if you're not standing or sitting within this span of the light wave itself, then you will not feel the heat. And you can see with this type of application here, we have many voids, and I'm not really satisfied with this application. Personally, this is something I probably, unless I had just a seating over here and a seating over here, something over there, you know, the bar stools over here, this probably would not work out good. So this is not my optimum, but this is something that I can show the customer. This is the best we can really offer with this application. So so that would be one choice, and I'm going to go ahead and turn that off, and I'm going to go to a different choice here. So this would be the Slimline models. Now the Slimlines are a little bit different configuration. They have a little bit smaller profile this direction here. I believe it's 5 inches versus 8 inches, and the clearance around the heater itself is the same essentially, but it's a different configuration, so it's not as far. But we have 6 inches over here from the top all the way around. And then from this edge here all out to this edge and all the way around, the heater is 18 inches and then 36 inches down. You can see what I've done here is just I brought that edge right up to the fan's 99-inch diameter, and that's what this circle here represents. And then I've taken this heater here. So this is approximately, let's see here, I think I have it on dimension here. So yeah, what I've done here is I've just taken this and moved it over 2 foot 10.5, and that gives me clearance to that fan as long as this layout is correct with regards to how I placed it, and it should be because I have some markers right on there, but I won't show those right now. In any case, you can see that here we have the 2 heaters at 12 feet center to center, and that gives me the clearance for this heater here to that edge of the fan as well. So you can see that, and we're only concerned about this fan because of the wooden blades. So if we could move these fans up, or we can lower the heaters so that the bottom edge clearance, this 18 inches, is below the fan blade, then we can move it all the way up to 6 inches. So that's something that the customer will have to communicate to us, whether they're willing to do something like that. Or just get rid of the fans completely, or put a different size of fan in there. That's always another option as well. All right, and so yes, I don't know if I mentioned this, so 9 feet 4 5/16 center to center on these 2 heaters, and I think that's about it. So let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. And footprint of heat, I'm going to turn off the dimensions as well. Footprint of heat looks fairly decent. Now it's not my favorite. We got a big gap here in the middle. I'm not happy about that, and there was a gap here in the middle here, but it's much better than the other option I showed. And then you can also see if this is the style of barbecue structure that we might have, then I'm going to turn this floor plan off, sorry. If this is the style of the barbecue, then you know, we're not going to really heat up this outer edge chair here. You can see my rays really not penetrating that. It's penetrating the floor down here and not the seating area. So something to consider, but this would be an okay application. You get some decent warmth. This, I believe, is in Southern California, this plan. So there'll be times, I mean, if you had a table here in the middle, for instance, you know, you don't have to heat the table up, but you can be sitting out here and be comfortable with that. And the same would be over here. Now, obviously, if this was the actual barbecue station, then you won't be placing a table there. But in any case, you can see that we have a decent footprint. Now, I just noticed this clearance to the back edge of this beam here probably is not met. So this would have to be eliminated, and that's true here. So this one is going to have to be eliminated completely. So we're really stuck with 3 units here on this application. And also I didn't mention, I think, the image I saw, I'm not sure of the actual placement of the beam that comes across here. I thought I saw something with a double beam going across this direction here, so I'll have to have that confirmed, but at this point this is where I have right now. So, and that's again based off that footprint of heat, or excuse me, of the footprint provided here. And you can see here I just have this one post placed right where I saw this little stub out here. So all right, well, I hope this helps. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application, feel free to send us a email to designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and patioheat.com. Please hit that like button. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.